Hello, and welcome back to the Pain Free for Life podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Rob Vanbergen. In today's episode, we are exploring how to reset your cells, clear scar tissue, and resolve chronic pain using one of the most powerful tools in energy medicine. That's microcurrent therapy. Even better, you can get started for under $400. So we're going to dig into what microcurrent therapy is, how scar tissue affects your body's energy and healing, and the revolutionary science behind resonance and frequency. We're also going to discuss how microcurrent, especially with the versatile Avazzia Blue, can transform your scar tissue and pain levels.
Welcome back to Pain Free for Life, where we share how to successfully overcome all kinds of chronic and extreme conditions to live happy, productive, pain-free lives forever. And now, here's your host, co-founder, and board-certified holistic healthcare practitioner, Dr. Rob Vanbergen.
So what is microcurrent therapy? Now, microcurrent uses ultra-low electrical currents that mimic the body's natural signals. These microcurrents operate at the same level your cells do, in millionths of an amp. They help increase ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, which is your cellular energy. They increase that production by up to 500%. They boost protein synthesis, which leads to faster repair of your tissues. And they improve cell-to-cell communication and reduce inflammation. Now, these gentle currents stimulate the body's innate healing processes at a cellular level, making microcurrent therapy one of the safest, most effective tools for healing pain and tissue damage. So why does scar tissue matter? And it matters more than you think. Scar tissue isn't just cosmetic. It disrupts the flow of electrical signals in your body. Whether it's from surgery, for an injury like twisting your ankle or fracturing your wrist, tattoos, from piercings, burns, even stretch marks, any break in the dermis layer can create a scar. Scars act like electrical capacitors. They store charge and they block signal flow. Instead of allowing information to travel smoothly across the fascia or meridians, they essentially short circuit your communication. This causes pain that can be near or distant to the scar. It causes organ dysfunction. Emotional blockages even can be contained within scars, and impaired healing in completely unrelated areas. So, from a structural standpoint, scar tissue differs from healthy tissue. It's denser, it's less flexible, and it's often disorganized. When scars form, they lay down collagen in kind of a haphazard way. They create crosslinks that can restrict movement, that can trap nerves, and that create inflammation. These fibrotic tissues can even form adhesions that stick to our muscles and organs, kind of like glue. And this leads to impaired function and significant discomfort for many people experiencing these adhesions. Beyond this, energetically, scar tissue is really just acting like a communication dead zone in your body's electrical system. Every healthy cell communicates through bioelectricity, and scars interrupt this language. So left untreated, they become chronic blocks in your body's natural information grid. On an emotional level, many scars are reminders of trauma, surgical, accidental, or otherwise. The brain remembers these events and it guards the area, which further impedes healing. By addressing the scar directly, you can also help release the emotional imprint that's stored in the tissue. According to research and decades of clinical experience, scar treatment is rule number one in microcurrent therapy. Clearing a single scar can restore energetic and physical balance throughout the entire body. Think of the profound effect that this can have. So how does microcurrent actually work on scar tissue? This can be boiled down to a few different kind of directions, but we're going to focus on the idea of resonance. Now, resonance is the principle that every structure, whether it's a piano string, a bridge, or a bundle of tissue, has a frequency at which it vibrates. If you apply the right frequency, you can cause that structure to shift or even break apart faulty bonds. Scars, these can be visualized like twisted rubber bands or like a slinky. The right frequency can unwind it. It can flatten the scar, it can restore function, it can discharge the stored electrical blockage. When we're talking about these things in our trainings, you can even compare this to this idea of breaking a wine glass with sound, right? You've probably seen this or heard about this before. It's all about matching the right frequency to the tissue. Now, scars have this emotional component too. They don't just live on the skin, they're imprinted in the brain. When a scar forms, it often marks a traumatic moment. The brain kind of remembers that injury is something that it has to relive, it has to hold on tightly to in order to protect it, to protect you. And by treating the scar, we do more than just restore electrical flow. We help the brain release its emotional grip. That's why we recommend always touching a scar before and after treatment. It retrains the brain to stop guarding the area. Also, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the difference between these treatments. Now, the power of microcurrent isn't just limited to old scars from scratches and surgeries. We can talk about much deeper things too. Early treatment with microcurrent can even prevent scars from forming altogether. Burn victims, for example, often experience complete skin regrowth in just a few days with no scarring when microcurrent is applied early. When we're dealing with deep scars like those from surgeries such as C-sections or organ transplants, microcurrent frequencies like our specialized 77 hertz and combined with the frequencies of blue stimulation, we can even get deep enough to break down adhesions and that cross-linked collagen. Stretch marks and keloid scars, these also respond well with consistent microcurrent therapy too, flattening and normalizing the tissue. Remember, it's all about normalizing. It's not an aggressive change. So how do we look at starting this? Honestly, the devices we promote specifically on our website are designed to be able to handle scars. They have the right frequencies. Other devices, they just don't have them. For the most affordable access to this, our Avazzia Blue bundle is a compact, professional grade microcurrent therapy device. It empowers home users to achieve clinical outcomes with really limited to no learning curve. It's designed for intuitive use. And this device features these two preset therapy modes I've talked about already that are perfect for dealing with scar tissue, which is such a huge deal. Beyond this, they can also help with pain relief, inflammation control, and even a little bit of broad regeneration. So at under $400, you can treat surgical or cosmetic scars, you can clear stretch marks, you can break down adhesions, you can discharge emotional trauma, and you can regulate chronic pain. If you're interested in learning more about this, I highly recommend you go to our website, avazziablue.com. There are specific bonuses you get for buying the Avazzia Blue from us that you will not get anywhere else, including access to our reset program, which we usually sell at $1,500 for no additional charge, and some unique trainings and guides that you won't find anywhere else either. So head on over and check it out, avazziablue.com. We even have a payment plan if you want to stretch it out over a little bit of time. So how do we actually do this? This treatment is so simple. First, you're going to identify the scar. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you're ready to go with your device. You've got your batteries in there. I recommend you hydrate before you do treatment. So drink some water, and you're going to place the electrode over the scar or kind of around it and work around it if it is a deeper scar. And you want to use blue stimulation or some mode with damping. If you have a different one of our devices, blue stimulation, though, is great for getting in deep. Now, we recommend treating for 3 to 5 minutes, painting over the area, or around it, but over is going to be best. And I also recommend, remember, to touch the scar before and after. This can help reinforce the nervous system reset, but it also gives you an actual feeling of sensation of how things are changing in your body. Now, you only need to do this once to neutralize scar tissue and reset it. But for those of you who want to get rid of scars, doing scar tissue treatments daily is going to be the way to go for just that short 3 to 5 minutes. They have strong emotional components, remember? So sometimes this can go deeper than just one treatment. And beyond this, if you want to physically break up adhesions, it's going to take a little bit more time than simply neutralizing the tissue. Now, you should be able to get started here very easily. If you're using our microcurrent equipment already and you have not yet treated your scars, this should be your call to action. Get your device and start treating your scars. One treatment of your scars can change your life, right? Scar tissue doesn't have to hold you back. With microcurrent therapy, you can reset the body's electrical balance. You can resolve chronic pain and help your cells function at their highest potential. And now, thanks to our Avazzia Blue bundle, you can access these benefits very easily and affordably at home and on the go as well. So, if you want to learn more, I highly recommend you check out avazziablue.com. And if you want to learn more about what we do in general, head on over to painfreeforlife.com or even explore painfreelivinglab.com if you're looking to get some free resources, see more about what microcurrent can do. So until next time, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. You take care, and we will see you next time for the next episode of Pain Free for Life.
Thanks for listening to Pain Free for Life. Be sure to follow us, share the show with family and friends, and leave us a review on iTunes. Every time you share the show, you are helping someone take their life back from pain. Visit painfreeforlife.com for more resources, including our free guides to microcurrent, the Hache protocol and inflammation, as well as our blog and online community full of people just like you, successfully overcoming all kinds of chronic and extreme conditions to live happy, productive, pain-free lives forever. And stay tuned for the next episode of Pain Free for Life.